think of like, what are you gonna leave behind when you die? You know, like what is the stuff you leave behind gonna say about you? And I look at all these things as like, these are things that I've collected over a long period of time, whether they've been given to me, have been, you know, purchased by me, or been passed down to me. I mean, all of these things are very personal to me in a lot of different ways. Like, who else has one of these? You know, this was my grandma's. This is like something that I only really wear once a year because I'm kind of afraid of how I might damage it. I think one thing I definitely got from her is she had never just threw together an outfit, you know, like everything was planned out. I mean, everything was buttoned all the way to the top, and it was, you know, like little neck scarves and pearls all the time. But, you know, she always told me, never, you know, always leave the house looking your best. You never know who you're gonna meet, which is something I think I've kind of lived by. And it was passed down to me when my grandmother passed away. It's very special. I just think it's really unique. I've never really seen another fur like this ever, as far as like the design on it. I mean, it's super 80s. Wait till you see how 80s it is. Oh yeah, look at that lining. Who does that anymore? Nobody. I like clothes that make me feel good. I like clothes that are gonna make me feel anything. I mean, I think a lot of people just use clothes as just a way to cover their naked bodies, which that's not all they can do. I mean, how can you not smile when you're wearing this panther dress? Awesome. I think Marc does a really good job of taking these classic fabrics. I mean, this is just silk, classic silhouettes, just a blouse, right? But it has running impalas on it, making it a little more fun. I think people just kind of get boring with their clothes, and there's no room to be boring with Marc. I mean, wherever I go, if I see, like, whether it be a matchbook or some sort of flyer for like some party next week, if it catches my eye, I have physically no choice but to put it in my wallet and save it for later, which kind of makes me a hoarder in a way. Like I have like paper hoarding issues. So sometimes, and I have to be in the right mood, but sometimes I will literally bring out the huge box of just like clippings and take them all on the floor and kind of see what goes together, what kind of catches my eye. A lot of my collages will have a theme, whether it be like a color palette that I kind of go with, or like a certain like darkness. It's always been something I've done for myself. I've never really done it for anyone else. It's kind of like, instead of paying a therapist $100 an hour, sit down with a bunch of pieces of paper and put them all together.